Elvis Presley. He's a clean horse. He's one of the hottest guys that's ever hit show business.
I realize that, and
You ain't kidding, man. See you, buddy.
Thanks a lot.
Anytime you want me, if you got the money, I'll be back, old buddy.
Okay. You cost too much.
Hi, Mother.
Elvis, it goes without saying that all of us here at Dance Party appreciate very much your taking time out today to come by and say hello to all of our friends that watch Dance Party, and also the people who are with us here on the floor today. And it's nice that you were able to spend these past few days at home. How is it that you've been at home for so many days in a row here?
Well, it's the first time I've been off in months. I've been on the road. I've been out on the West Coast and everything, and I decided I need a little rest.
A few days off, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to go too fast now.
And I'd like to tell you that I really enjoy it. I mean, I hear, all these people.
Well, we're certainly glad to have you here. Elvis, we want to ask you a few questions, and... Shoot. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to the beginning, first of all, to your quick rise to fame. First of all, how old were you when you first remembered being attracted to music and singing? And, well, how old were you? How'd you get started? And when did you get that first guitar, and where'd you get it? That's a lot of questions.
Let's start with the first question again.
Okay. How old were you when you first...
When I first started singing, well, I never sung in my life until I made my first record,
Uh-huh. Where'd you get that guitar?
I got it in Mississippi. It cost $12, I think.
$12 guitar.
And it was a Gene Autry guitar.
Well, what
Roy Rogers now.
What did you do with that first guitar? What happened to it?
Well, I had some uncles that picked the guitar a little bit, and I sat down and watched them all the time. And I just picked it up watching them, but I mean, I never thought I would make anything doing it,
Uh-huh.
And
well, now, when you were graduated from Hume's High School, did you expect to pursue singing and...
I didn't even expect to get out of Hume's High School.
That takes care of that question. Very well answered.
No, I tell you, I never even thought of singing as a career.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I was ashamed to sing in front of anybody, except my mother and daddy.
Then all of a sudden you started singing in front of people, and
all of a sudden one day I just got a sudden urge to go in this recording studio, which was Mr. Sam Phillips' Memphis recording service, and he told me that he might call me sometime,
Mm-hmm. And he called you.
So he called me. It was a year and a half later. I was an old man with it.
Well, now, Elvis, regarding your hobbies and so forth, will you consider cars or sports cars an interest or hobby? You don't have any cars?
No.
Well, I heard opposite from
my
that.
dad has got Presley's used car lot of what I was. No.
How many cars do you have, by the way?
I got 4 and a Messerschmitt and a motorcycle.
What kind of cars are included in the 4 cars?
All of them Lincolns.
He said that for the benefit of Jerry Phillips. But actually, they're what?
They're, man, I don't want to sound it.
Okay. Now,
I tell you, the reason I bought those cars, that maybe someday I'll go broke and sell one of them,
Sell one of them, have a little extra money on hand.
Right.
You have experienced a phenomenal rise to popularity, Elvis, in the course of a few months' time. How did you first feel when your records first started to be accepted by the people and bought by the public? Didn't you have a sort of a sensation?
Well, I tell you, Wink, it all happened so fast, and so I didn't even have time to think about it. Everything just
like that,
and it just kept going, and it's still doing that way, and I can't even think about it. In fact, I don't even like to wake up in the mornings. I'm afraid I might wake up.
But it might be all over.
I'm afraid I might be back driving a truck.
Some people have said they don't like the way you jump around, move when you sing, Elvis. Now, does this help you, or is it an unconscious motion which sort of goes with the mood of the song? Is that a hard question to answer?
Well, I tell you, I'm not doing it on purpose. I mean, I'm aware of everything I do at all times, but it's just the way I feel. I mean, if I were, I can just picture somebody singing a rock and roll song standing real still. I mean, actually I'd go nuts standing there,
Mm-hmm.
And
And people everywhere say, well, I know, and you've heard it too, more than likely, all this type of thing is just a craze and a fad, and like other fads and personalities in the past, Presley and rock and roll music will depart in due time. What is your feeling about this along this line?
Well, I'm inclined to agree with them. I mean, people change. I mean, sometimes they like you, and then again, and later on they don't.
Mm-hmm.
And the rock and roll is real hot right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it. It's very good. It has a feeling, and people enjoy it. People enjoy dancing to it. And there's some very beautiful records made in rock and roll style, stuff like The Magic Touch, The Great Pretender, and stuff like that. I mean, you know, they just don't make any prettier songs than that.
Well, now, speaking of records, Heartbreak Hotel sold over 1 million copies, and undoubtedly that was a pretty thrilling experience to be presented by the RCA Victor record people with a gold copy for you to keep for the rest of your life. Now, actually, didn't you like the other side better than Heartbreak Hotel?
I like I Was the One, but I like the royalty checks better on Heartbreak Hotel.
Well, which record, in your opinion, of all the ones you've recorded, do you like the best?
I Was the One.
I Was the One. Huh?
Yeah.
And that was on the other side of Heartbreak Hotel, and we could say that both of them helped to sell 1 million copies. Well, how are things looking regarding your latest releases?
My latest record, I Want You, I Need You, I Love You, has sold almost 1 million. It's only been out 15 days.
Mm-hmm.
Sold right close to 800,000.
Pretty fast work, isn't it, people, huh? Elvis, you've made many personal appearances. You've played many one-nighters, and you've appeared on several big-time television shows, and you've sang. Now, which do you get the biggest kick out of? Which do you enjoy the most? Do you like the live personal appearances or television better?
I like live personal appearances better.
Any particular reason?
Well, I enjoy it. I mean, on television, you're limited, you know. I mean, you can only do so much, and there's so many rehearsals.
You rehearse and you rehearse and you rehearse some more, don't you?
By doing only so much, I mean that, you know, you only do a couple of songs,
yeah.
And by the time you get warmed up, well, they're dragging you off.
That's it. Well, of the cities and towns you've visited in the past few months, you've met lots of people, you signed lots of autographs, and I understand you've lost several shirts in the process.
Well, there's been some pretty wild stories, like the one of Kansas City, where my drummer was thrown in the orchestra pit. There wasn't even an orchestra pit there. What it was a barn. Well, actually, it was. It was more or less a great big barn we were playing in. And they overran the police. I think there were about 6 policemen around the stage. And the people overran the police, and I was singing You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog. and I was right in the middle of the song, and I said, You ain't nothing but a hound, and out I went, man, right in the middle of the song. And there was a door backstage that I ran through. I mean, I knocked the lock off of it. I hit it. It was dark, and I couldn't see where I was going. I just knew where the door was.
You made a new door.
I made a new door. And, I mean, there's a lot of stories to start, but...
Well, now that brings us around to something else. And we're getting around to the end pretty soon here. Some people, and we discussed this the other day.
And about this Judy Spreckles, that I've been getting a lot of publicity with Judy Spreckles. All I got started when Judy gave me a ring out in Las Vegas. She gave me this ring here, and what ring there?
It is a pretty big ring, isn't it? Would you show it to us close up there?
Sure.
It's pretty big and beautiful ring, too.
She gave me this ring because I saw it in a window, and I just admired it. But Judy is a very good friend. Judy is older than I am. And she's engaged. She's going to get married next month. And she's a real good friend, nothing else.
How about the big show at Rustwood Park scheduled for July 4th? Bob Johnson surely, I know, wants us to mention that, and we want to mention it. I believe the proceeds from this show go to the Cynthia Milk Fund. Is that right, Elvis?
Yes, sir, that's right. And I'd like to say let's see, what would I like to say? I'd like to say that we have a diamond ring that we're going to have as a door prize. It's my initial ring. I've had it for some time, and it has 14 diamonds in it. And we're going to give it away at the door as a door prize.
I see.
And everything.
And all the proceeds from this particular show, this is July 4th at Rustwood Park. Elvis is going to be there. He's going to sing and play. His band will be there. Many other stars will be there, too. And we will certainly want you to watch Bob Johnson's column in the Memphis Press Cemetery, watch all the publicity on it, and get your tickets in advance. Elvis Presley, I want to thank you again because we know you're a busy man, and thanks a lot for coming by and seeing us at the dance party and saying hello to all your friends here in Memphis and the Mid-South. And anytime you're in town and want to come by, we certainly will welcome you.
Well, thank you very much, Wink, and I'll see you again.
Okay, thanks a lot. Elvis Presley.
After coming to Los Angeles, California from Memphis in 1959, Elvis was nice enough to help me kick off my new Top 10 Dance Party show with his transatlantic phone call to the Army base in Germany where he was stationed.
Elvis, where are you stationed?
I'm in
Königsberg, Germany.
How is life in the service, Elvis? What do you do in your spare time?
Yeah, well, if I don't have to work late, I usually have the people, over here at the house, and we just wake all the neighbors up. We play music and try to pass the time away. It's nice over here, Wink. I mean, I've met a lot of nice people, and I've seen a little of the country, not too much. I went to Paris and a few places, but I'd like to come back over here someday as an entertainer. I'd like to come back and have a chance to travel around all over Europe.
Listen, we're hearing a lot of rumors in the States these days about a certain Elvis and a certain German girl. Any truth to those rumors, and how do the girls over there compare to American girls?
Well, I couldn't give you any comparison, Wink. The only thing I can tell you is that I find that the girls here are a lot like the ones in the States. The only thing is the language difference. I've been reading I've been getting a lot of articles through mail that people have sent me about the little German girl that's little movie actress, Vera, and according to a lot of the articles in the magazines, we're almost ready to get married. Actually, I haven't seen her since the first of the year. But it's funny. I get a lot of mail, people asking me about it. There's no chance of marriage over here or over there or anywhere for a while, I will get married someday if nothing happens. First of all, I'm not ready for it. I've got a lot of things I would like to accomplish first, and like in the movie industry, I'd like to learn to act, That's what I've got my head set on right now.
I got to tell you that we receive nothing but glowing reports here of how you're conducting yourself in the service, Elvis. Anything you want to say to everybody back here at home while we got you on the telephone?
Well, the only thing I can think of, Wink, is that for the people who have stood by me during the time I've been in the Army and everything, I owe everything to them, and I can't thank them enough, really. Because I've tried to play it straight in the Army, That's the only way it could be. In other words, I couldn't do any entertaining, or I couldn't be or do except just what the other boys do. That's the only way it could be, And I'm glad that it's turned out the way it has, because I've made a lot of friends in the Army among the men that I would have never made before, And I'm glad of this. I would just like to say that for all the people that have stood by me and written to me and so forth, it's really helped me go through it better,
Elvis, I want you to know that I speak for everybody here. We all miss you very much. And I also want you to know how much I appreciate personally you taking time from your busy schedule to talk to us as we kick off our new dance party show. And we look forward to your return home.
Okay, well, that's good. And best of luck to you on your new show, Wink. And I'll see you when I get back.
Thanks again, Elvis.
Oh, okay. Good luck, boy. Yeah, bye-bye.